Hello, and we have, welcome back to Completithon 2025, where our next run is ready. So here is Satan herself with Peggle Extreme Grandmaster. Good luck, and take it away.
Very much, Stump. Hi. My name is Satanherself. I am here to show you Peggle Extreme Grandmaster, and here with me I have a very accomplished, lovely commentator. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Mannequin. I've been running Peggle for a little while, not as long as Satan, but I've done mainly deluxe runs, but I've dabbled in some of the other extensive parts of the Peggle universe, and this is a very fun addition to that. It's a very fun mini Peggle run that you're in for a treat with this entire category.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, as you were just saying, this is actually a 100% completionist category done in probably less than 20 minutes, about 20 minutes, something like that, which is pretty wild for a Peggle game. But you'll see kind of why as we go through, because this is not your average Joe Peggle game. It's kind of wacky, it's kind of doing its own thing, and we'll explain why in a little bit. But first, Stump, do we have the winner of that bid war?
We do. It was really close, but with $21 compared to $20 for the second option, our file name will be Option 4.
Oh, I love Option 4. Option 4 was the third option in the poll, so very happy to see Option 4 pull ahead, although, Enemy Claude lovers, I see you as well. Thank you very much for contributing towards that bid war, and also for unlocking the extreme Scott % bonus run. I will say that, chat, y'all already smashed that goal, so thank you so much for being able to do that. That is just incredible. I was, thinking, are we going to do this by the end of the run? And we did it by the beginning, so incredible stuff. Y'all are awesome. I know that we have more things to donate for, though, so, never not a reason to donate to the Scholarship Foundation. Anyhow, why does the game look like this? What's going on? Basically, this was a little Peggle game that they released for free in the Orange Box PC version, actually, as a crossover between PopCap and Valve. So yes, this is a head crab, and yes, we are about to see what is the closest thing that we have to Half-Life 3. So, anyways, let's give a little countdown. Mannequin, would you like to count down from 3 with me?
All right.
3.
And 3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Go!
Go. Okay.
Yay, yippee!
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you. Oh, and real quick. Oh, let's false start that. My game is doing fun things and is not enabling the music. I love when it does that. So, actually, I'm gonna have to close and reopen the game for this. So, Tech, if we would like to do a quick break screen, I'll be back in just a moment.
And we've fixed what was going on, so let's go back to Satan herself with Peggle Extreme.
Yippee. Sorry, Peggle is haunted sometimes, and the audio settings are no exception. If you have the music on to no music and then turn it back on, sometimes it won't turn it on. Anyway, so we should be fine. You can hear the music now. All right, let's restart that timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
And what does it mean to 100% a Peggle game? There's a couple of different things that we're going to have to do throughout the course of our journey here. But the first one is that every single level, we are going to have to full clear. What does a full clear mean, Mannequin?
So a full clear is essentially getting every single peg in a level, and we have to do that for the full 10 levels that are in this game. we also have to do 5 challenges at the end, although 3 out of the 5 challenges we can do during a regular any percent run, and one of them is full clearing this level, so that's very convenient.
Yeah, exactly. So we already had to do it, so we're doing it anyway, which is nice.
Yep.
But some of the other challenges are going to present a much tougher problem for us. But before we kind of get into what all of that's about and everything, we do have to talk about this level's specific special secret mechanic that it doesn't tell you about is, which is microzen. What is microzen, Mannequin?
So it's essentially a mechanic inside of the game where if you have a low enough number of balls in a level, the game will actually nudge your shot in a more ideal direction, so it's much more to your benefit. So that also makes that level a pretty nice one to full clear.
Yeah, exactly. And only level 1 has it really in the way that we're looking for at 6 or fewer balls, so that's kind of the goal.
Right.
Now we're in 1-2, which is a lot more complicated because not only does this layout obviously look a lot more complicated with all the moving pegs, but we have an extra objective, which is one of our challenges, to get to 300,000 points in this level. And that's actually not usually all that difficult, except for that the game doesn't give you the points getting peg, the purple peg, until quite late in this one. It doesn't happen in this level and not the next level, both of which have points challenges. So that makes it a lot more difficult. A lot trickier. So we're going to be doing something called free balling, as you can see here, both to full clear the level, because this, of course, gets us balls back from going into the free ball bucket, but also, good shot, thank you, Heavy. Heavy exists. Yeah, I know. But also to get points. You can see every single time I sink a bucket, I get bonus points. If I get 5 in a row, I get 25k extra instead of the 5k I would normally get, and if I get 10 in a row, I get that. CMS, 100k. And that is what we need for this one. So luckily, points-wise, we're done now, pretty much. We just have to full clear the level. Easier said than done, though.
Yeah, especially with those more awkwardly shaped pegs near the bottom. They can be annoying to deal with sometimes.
Yeah, we're going to take this one a little safe because I have a bit fewer balls than I would like at this stage in the level. But still do want to do that shot because it's nice and efficient. Ooh, that was an odd angle.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Of course, hard to do them when they're higher up, so...
Yeah. There's different elements that make a peg easier or harder to free ball. Easier? Circular. Circular pegs are much easier on the whole. Wow, thanks.
Nice.
Let's see if we can get a bonus. Aw, I was hoping we could somehow get all 3. Nope. That's alright.
Nice.
Still a first try, full clear with the points. Cannot be mad about that.
Yeah.
Another points challenge in
is
this one
also
as
points
well.
one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
350k, but it's a lot easier to get the points because of, well, that. We have a really nice opener sequence here. And what are openers, Mannequin?
So openers are what us runners utilize to help us get a good amount of pegs and a good amount of points, in this case, right away, by utilizing these various opener shots that we discovered. That there's 2 different types. There's tap strats and then there's pixel shots, and both of them rely on the always consistent physics that Peggle has to guarantee that as long as we line our cursor or do enough keyboard taps, then the shot will be exactly the same every time.
Yep, exactly right.
As you saw. Yeah.
Exactly
In the beginning, it got a lot of really nice slides and a good amount of points to start us off with, so now it's a much more manageable challenge.
Exactly. And here I'm just kind of doing some free balling here and there just to make sure that we're going to get the full clear and the points, but we're good now. A full clear gives you 100,000 points, so okay. So now we're going to have an interesting time here because there's one more thing we have to worry about when we're full clearing, and that is clearing the level early. We do not want to hit that last orange peg any bit more before the exact end of the level. So, tried to get both there. Not quite. Real close, though. But we got out of it. Yippee.
Yeah.
And now we got Toasty Jimmy, so that was what that option under the door poll was about.
Yeah.
Is he okay? I don't know if he's okay. Chat, what do you think Jimmy did to deserve this fate? Anyways, this is a really good time for if Stump wants to come in with some messages. We're just doing a kind of standard full clear here with some pixel shots, which we'll explain later.
All right. Yeah, I've had a few donations come in. One was $16 from Mannequin Z with the message less than 3.
Aw, thank you, Mannequin. Less than 3.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is a wacky generation. Any more, Stump? Anything else?
Well, I wanted to mention, since we met that bonus run for this already, we've opened up our next one.
Ooh.
So if we can get to $375 total by the end of Jet Set Radio Future, the run after this, there will be an individual level showcase.
Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I think a lot of us know how cool JSRF is as a speed game. I would love to see those ILs. We played nice and quickly.
Oh, nice.
And there we go. That one was actually a little scary because so many orange pegs were in the openers that we only had a few of them left after there. Yeah, Mannequin could see that I was being really careful and trying to avoid those oranges, which unfortunately slowed me down just a little. But still got a first try, so can't be too mad. Now, this one we're actually going to take a little differently than the other ones that we've been seeing. In the other ones, we've been full clearing, getting all those pegs out. They're gone. But in this one, we're actually not going to do that because one of the challenges that we're going to play later is also a full clear eligible point and is a lot easier to get the full clear there than it is here in the any percent version. And we'll kind of explain why at the time. But just know that we're going to do the full clear later. Don't worry, I didn't make a mistake.
Yeah.
We're all good.
It's also probably one of my favorite backgrounds out of all of them.
Yeah, this one's great. Look at Bjorn with, as I was pointed out to recently, 2 machine guns.
Yeah.
with Heavy. They're just hanging out. And then we've got 2-1 here, which is the same deal. We're going to be doing a non-full clear in this one because there is a full clear opportunity later that is a lot more convenient. Also using a bit of a new opener sequence here, which is fun. Pretty recently, I got the variant that makes that not possible. That's fine. We can do it again later because we're gonna have to. But anyways, recently, Amazing Runner Britcha, who I saw in the chat earlier, went through and kind of revamped this run a little bit, made up some new strats and things like that, and also took the world record by about 5 seconds, so definitely want to be on the hunt for that. I might do some more streams soon trying to take it back. But yeah, this is one of the levels that they kind of revamped. Jay Nano also did some help with this. But we're going to see a level later that is going to be completely different to how we played it before, and it is going to blow y'all's minds. But first, we have Boom. I'm having trouble lining up my cursor for no reason. Good fun. Yeah. We didn't get to talk about it too much before. Ones. Exactly. This one's very tough because we do have a nice opener sequence, but after that, it's kind of just play well, which is hard to do with all of these brick pegs. As I said before, circles are a lot easier to freeball off of than bricks. Another note is that we are doing what's called pixel shots here, which is exactly what it sounds like. Aim at the correct pixels on the board. We have some ways to make this easier, of course. We have, little markers, quote-unquote, that we can use in the backgrounds of the levels and on the pegs themselves. The little light parts that are on the pegs that are kind of like reflections of the light we call glints. Those are really easy to aim at. So that's one thing that we use. But, that's just one thing. There's a lot of other types too.
Yeah.
This one is treating me interestingly. Luckily, I do have Bjorn's power kind of in reserve a little bit. Just trying to combo that is something, but that's okay. No big deal. We're gonna have to play it pretty safe here. I'm gonna take these bottom pegs because they're actually really difficult to freeball. So using Bjorn's power with them is nice. As you can see there, when you hit a green peg, you get Bjorn's special power, which is Super Guide. Ooh, that's rude. And that lets you see where your first bounce is going to go. So super useful for full clearing, because it will help you get right into that ball bucket. Like that wasn't. Usually your shots go better at the beginning of this level, and you don't have to worry about this so much. But every now and again, boom can get you. It certainly is a trouble level in this run. Okay. Here, what I'm doing is I am waiting for the purple peg to be somewhere specific. Ah, that's good.
Nice.
There we go. So as you can see there, the purple peg moves every single shot that you take to a new blue. A little overshoot. And there I was waiting for it to be part of that structure that I was purposely leaving open in a spot that I knew it would be hit. And that allowed me to get a free ball from points off of that. If you get 25,000 or more in a single shot, you get a free ball from points. And that helps.
We've now entered the portal section, the last section of the 3 Valve games that we've seen featured on this run.
That's right, and that means GLaDOS is going to be speaking to us soon as well, which is just awesome that they have the actual voice lines for these characters here in this game.
Yeah.
Okay,
really like the openers in this one also. They get really satisfying slides if you do them right.
They do, although I'm not sure fully if I'll be getting this one. Let's see. Not quite. Okay. Bit tough. That one. I'm not too surprised about missing it without a green peg to assist. Usually you have a green peg there, and that helps with the lineup. Not so this time, but that's okay. Good news is we can improv. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this green, or this super guide shot to line up that nice slide, which is good.
Nice.
That's fine, not a big deal. And then we can use this outstanding green in order to get some of the other tough pegs in this level. This one's very difficult. One of the most difficult full clears easily. If not the most. So there's a reason we're taking it so safe. Ooh, nice. That was convenient. Okay, awesome.
Is there time for a donation?
Absolutely.
All right. There's a $5 donation from Marxie saying, join Micro Series N to make her finish the level early, unless we do that free ball strat in level 1, and we should never forgive him for that.
Thank you, Marcy. Marcy's my girlfriend. Thank you for donating. I love you.
Yeah, thanks for that donation. And that also went to a bid war that we have just opened.
Ooh. Do tell.
For the outfit in Blinks. That was to the teal-green option. There are several different options in that one.
Great. Go look at that. And just real quick, we have a level here that is going to be completed by 6 shots. 6 shots that we know about and we can predetermine. The whole level is going to just go away. Goodbye, level. In a little bit. It's wild. This is one of the newest strats that Britcha came up with. It's really, truly something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hope I'm doing this correct. Nope. Okay. I am going to be doing this properly, because I have not been able to show this off in a marathon yet, and I would really like to. And the estimate is generous. We'll be okay.
Yeah.
It'll be
pretty
fine.
definitively one of the most solved, like, Peggle levels in, like, all mainline Peggle. It's very fun to watch. Like, all of them just disappear this easily.
Exactly. And there's a good reason for it, because this is a tough full clear if you just do it by yourself, because of all these portals and walls that are blocking your way. So there, you know, we really needed to come up with something that would help us get through it easily. And there we go. That's correct.
Yeah. All the left is now gone.
Now, this is the tough shot. Let's see if we get it. Nice. Excellent.
Nice.
That one's very difficult to line up, so very pleased. I believe this is correct. Yes, okay.
Oh.
Almost done. We have one more to go. Please do it. Oh, okay. Very annoying. We didn't get the last shot, but usually there's a final shot that clears all of those 5. You can imagine what it might have looked like. It's pretty cool. But getting all of them up until there is good anyway, because that makes it basically a guaranteed full clear at that point in time. And then up until then, you know, you have to do wonky stuff to try to get it to work. So very happy to have gotten it all the way up until the end, pretty much. Good stuff. Here we also have another involved opener sequence to basically just destroy the level here. It's really satisfying seeing the ball just kind of slide in, you know, all of these structures here, because we just did the right pixels. Oh, that's annoying. Sometimes the ball bucket timing doesn't work in our favor. You can actually predict it, which is why we're getting all these free balls here, of course. But how that works is basically when you do the shot, you wait until the ball bucket's at a certain point in the bottom part of the screen, and then you know that the ball bucket's going to move to the right distance so that it'll be where you want to at the end. But sometimes it's just kind of finicky.
Yeah.
That was weird. So here, going to try to use my Bjorn power to make that a little easier. Okay, that's nice. Take it. Nice. Who needs pixel shots?
Yeah.
Just be good. It's fine. The extra cool thing about Peggle speedrunning just as a whole is that it's so skill-based. Everything is just, are you able to do this? Have you practiced enough? You know, like, obviously memorizing pixel shots and being able to hit those and being able to do tap shots is really important. But at the end of the day, you're going to have enough improv moments that you're still going to need to just flex your skill. Oh,
yeah,
we're doing the weird music.
Absolutely a lot of improv in it.
Definitely.
Oh, again?
Yeah, are you hearing it? Listen.
Oh, yeah.
I always love
I think I was
when
in
the weird
another
music
marathon
shows
where that
up.
happened.
Yeah, I know. And it was on this level too, so I have a feeling that this level is the culprit. But either way...
Yeah. So now we've entered the challenges, and we have to clear 35 orange pegs.
Yes, so that is why we do our full clear here, because it's actually a little bit easier to do that in this scenario than it would be to do it otherwise. And also because the full clear itself, or because the normal clear itself, is much easier when you have fewer oranges.
Right.
I'm taking this one slow because this is one of the newest opener sequences, as I mentioned earlier. So just making sure we're safe. Ah, thanks. Okay, now we have all of this to full clear. And you might think, well, that looks kind of easy. If she said that the, circular pegs were easy before, then, there's a lot of circular pegs. I'm sure she'll be fine. These circular pegs on the side of the screen are really, really strange. They are positioned in a way that I think makes them behave super weirdly with bounces. You just don't expect where it's going to go at all. So I like to use Bjorn to clear them out and to have those nice opener shots that clear out the middle really, really easily so we don't have to worry about it. And there we go, and we have one more level to go. So here we are. And same level as before, as you saw, but we're going to do the same thing where we full clear here instead of in any percent, because this is 45 oranges. And we're just going to get every peg and say, well, we don't have to care about what you want us to do. It still counts, because this is in the Peggle Deluxe engine. Do you want to talk about that a little bit, Mannequin, while I finish this up?
Yeah, there's a few differences between the Deluxe version and the Knights version, which is the sequel version. For example, the different kinds of points, combos you can get are varied from between the two games. I admittedly do more of Deluxe, so I don't remember for sure which would be in Deluxe and which aren't in Knights, but it's definitely a factor to consider. God.
Yeah, for sure. No, different things count in different places. No, you're totally fine. What I was getting at is that, whoa, okie dokie, is that in Deluxe, the game lets you count things in any percent for challenges and in challenges for full clears and stuff like that. And Knights doesn't. Knights doesn't do that.
Right.
A sequel to Peggle Deluxe. So because this game came out before Peggle Knights, it's nice, and it lets you do all of that. But if it had, come out, if it had come out later, wouldn't have. Time coming up now. GG.
Yeah,
GG.
Sorry for the slightly late notice. Oh, that was a 20x? Not too bad with having to restart a couple things here and there. I'll take that. That's pretty good. All right, well that was fun. You know what's even more fun? When that happens, but it's 4 to 8 times faster. So I'm gonna take NB Claude to make the fans happy as our secondary one. And then we're gonna go ahead and type Scott. I think we have to do it while we're in there, but whatever. We'll have to reset the timer for this because this is the bonus Scott % run that y'all funded. Thank you so much for donating for that, for the Girls Make Games Foundation. It is absolutely an incredible cause, and please continue donating for that JSRF IL showcase. Those are some of my best friends up there playing JSRF. If you don't know what that stands for, that's Jet Set Radio Future, one of the best speed games truly on the market. It's going to be so cool, so fun. Plaza and Vayner are going to kill it, so please go ahead and donate for that, and also towards the new bid war that is open for that outfit choice for Blinks. Really cool game as well. I'm really looking forward to both of those runs. All right, let's go ahead and count us in. Mannequin, you do it yourself this time.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so we're gonna physically type Scott into our keyboard, and then you'll see what it does. What do you think it does? Any guesses?
I don't know. It's hard to tell, honestly. No.
Yep. So basically what happens is...
And done. Yep.
Yay, done. So basically what happens when you do Scott is that the game lets you speed up during shots instead of just in between, like it normally would in the standard version. So we're just doing an any % clear now as well, so you can see how different it is to clear levels in this sort of just focusing on orange's way. That was really fast. Well,
Yeah.
all right. As opposed to EGM. Yeah, if your brain is broken, it happens to us too. When we play Scott % categories as Peggle players, we have a really hard time going back for a while.
It takes a lot of getting used to. It's wild how much slower the original game feels by comparison when you do Scott long enough.
So much slower. So much slower. People genuinely advise you, and I would also advise you to do this within the Peggle community, to take a break between Scott runs with regular run days. Like, don't play both of them in the same day, because you're just gonna not feel good. It feels like, why is the ball taking so long to get to the bottom, and then you remember.
Right.
You remember what you did.
Yeah. We're already almost at the halfway mark.
Yep. I want to know what chat thinks about this.
Yeah.
What does chat think?
Helios says it looks normal to him. But...
well, good for Helios, yeah. One of our fellow Peggle runners. Hello, Helios. Thank you for donating earlier as well.
Yeah.
Wonderful community we've got here, by the way. If you ever wanted to play Peggle, please join our community. You do have to type Scott again for this set of levels. For some reason, it changes every 5. This is a built-in cheat code, by the way.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why this exists. They just said, this would be fun. What if you typed in
also
Scott
right now, yeah.
Actually,
also going back to the community right now, Jay Nano is doing a big event at the moment where he's made a bunch of little like mini speed runs that you can try out doing, and there are prizes and everything. So I highly recommend checking that out too. It's a fun little way to introduce yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You don't even have to, you don't even have to know how to do much in order to try those runs. And then you can get entered in to win raffle things and all sorts of stuff like that. The community's always got something cool coming up. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. There might be a very large announcement coming next week about probably the biggest Peggle event or anything PopCap related to date. But stay tuned for that. But either way, we're up here saving Boom, or maybe not saving Boom. Maybe being silly.
You get from
Peg
the
is
left.
really hard to free ball, so I had to be careful. Okay, there we go. Yippee! But what I was gonna say before is not only is the community super nice and welcoming, but Peggle has an extremely low bar to entry, because this game's free. It's literally free. Just go on Steam and download it. You should do it today. Go try it out. Even if you're not going to speedrun it, you can literally just play this game.
Yeah. Very nice quick speedrun also. Like, I feel like there's so many runs that are like multiple hours, but this one, it's a very quick, like, beginner kind of run to get into.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't want to take, you know, an hour 30 or something to do an early run of Peggle Deluxe, then you can just do this. And here's a different way of doing 2-4 a little bit. Where we have these shots that get most of everything on the board. Oh, nice. That's convenient.
Nice.
Good clear. So you can really see the difference between how we play it in this mode versus the other mode. I kind of messed up. Let's see if we can fix it.
Yeah. Great thing about Scott also is that it's if you fail a level, you fail pretty quickly at least, so you can just dive right back in.
It's exactly right. And of course, you're going so fast that you're more likely to fail than you otherwise would be, so you learn to be okay with it. At least in a marathon setting. Alright, very good. Yippee. And that's gonna be time.
GG.
There's
GG.
Scott. Scott present for y'all. I hope you liked it. Thank you for donating to that. It is just madness incarnate. And thank you for donating towards the, you know, this entire run. I really appreciated all the excitement for the bid war as well. And for just, you know, the Peggle community for showing up, my community for showing up. Y'all are amazing. I wish Claude was draped in his NB flag gear and everything right now. But yeah, very happy to be here. Thank you for having me. If you would like to, you know, figure out what I'm about, I stream a ton. I'm at Satanherself on Twitch. I speedrun this. I'm probably going to be trying to take back the world record really soon. I speedrun Peggle Knights a lot. I speedrun Plants vs. Zombies a lot. And other things that are, I think, pretty cool. Biased maybe, but I think they're pretty cool. Mannequin, where can people find you?
People can find me at Mannequin Z on Twitch or Zed, depending on where you're from. I've been streaming a lot more lately. I've been doing a small stream every day for the past 48 days. I've been doing this experimental thing where I play one Peggle level in the original deluxe game a day. It's supposed to be for 55 days, so I'm pretty close to the end of that run if you want to see like what time I end up getting at the very end when I add all of them together. And I also play like other random little games and stuff like that. I mean to do more outside of Peggle also, so stay tuned for that too. I'm going to be speedrunning some other things as well.
Yeah, so if you want to go back to the old days of segmented runs, Mannequin's literally doing one level out of 55 every day. It's amazing. It's really fun. Go check that out too. Yeah, it's been wonderful being here. Continue donating. We're, you know, benefiting a wonderful cause here. And thank you so much for having me at Completithon. I will be back tomorrow with Children of the Sun, all challenges. That's an equally fast and impressive run, I would say. So come back for that as well. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, thanks so much for that run. So that was Peggle Extreme Grandmaster plus bonus Scott percent run done by Satanherself. And this is Completithon 2025 benefiting the Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund. Coming up in a little bit, we'll have the beginning of our OG Xbox block with Jet Set Radio Future Claws and Vein co-op run. That's going to be a wonderful time. Also, don't forget that we have a an IL showcase that we will do at the end of that. If we can get to $375 by that time, I know we can do it.